Hey y'all, it's December the 22nd, 2016, and I want to start the video off by saying this, something that I've said a number of times before. It comes from out of the Bible. It's very practical, you don't understand, very, very practical to know the person whom you're going to have sexual relations with, all right? And the Bible even goes as far as to say that y'all need to be married, all right? And only one of y'all, one-on-one, man and woman, need to be married. You should be married before you go ahead and have those relations, all right? And most people do not follow these instructions. And some people get off, light. Some people get off scot-free having not followed these directions of success to a T, right? But some people get themselves into a whole world of trouble, a whole mess of trouble, by simply having relations or even fantasizing about having relations with certain people. Because you don't understand that sometimes people will be up to things that you did not realize, all right? And so I say all that to say this: we're going to start another game of
Who are we to judge? Alright. The game's real simple. You throw up a picture. Alright, that right there is Bianca Bynloss. Bianca Bynloss is, I guess, how you pronounce it. Alright, apparently, this December 1st, in a circuit court hearing, Bynloss was found guilty. She was found guilty of having sexual relations with 12, 13, and a 14-year-old little girls, 3 of them. Right? Apparently, this had happened multiple times on Bynloss's part. Apparently, she had been involved in sexual orgy parties with what it seems to be is a couple 18-year-old young men. And, of course, like I said, 12, 13, and 14-year-old young girls. And, of course, probably more people. Right? It seems as though, even though they were found guilty of literally having sex with extremely underage minors, it seems as though Bynloss herself, Bianca Bynloss, was fined $754. I don't know where you get $754 from. If that's some sort of child sex tax that the government is doling out, they doled her out a $754 fine. I mean, you get multiple times more extensive fines for simply getting caught drinking and driving. No, Bianca Bynloss, she was fined $754, placed on probation 2020 till 2026. 10 years of probation. Guess how much prison time? No prison time. Alright, so you gotta understand, you might have been looking at this Bianca Bynloss with lust in your heart. I mean, she has 107,000 Twitter followers. And I'm sure they're following her for basically only one reason. Alright, so there's people out there, they've been lusting after Bianca Bynloss, and you know what, I can't blame them. When you look at her physically, you can't help it, imagine certain things. But here's the point that I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter how good her vagina is. You might want to get all in it, but it's not a good idea. You do not know where her particular vagina has been. What is important is that what's behind the vagina, what's in the brain and in the heart, what's behind that penis. That's truly what's important, right? So, I mean, all of her lustful fans, they may or may not be approving of pedophilia, but this lady is. Meanwhile, she's basically encouraged to do so, having only gotten a $754 fine, and she's on probation. I'm sure she's still going to be doing pornographic materials, which is what she's known for, and very well could be snatching up little victims, right, and ruining their childhood, right. And as you can imagine, what she did, what her group of sex fiends did, was they took these little girls to hotels, to people's homes, gave them vodka, gave them gin, gave them Xanax, right, and proceeded in having all sort of lewd and lascivious acts on them. However, in the case of Bianca Bynloss, lewd and lascivious acts, you know what, they knocked that down to child abuse, a little bit of child abuse. And that's why he ain't got no prison time. Meanwhile, National Geographic has pedophilia on their cover and stuff. Does anybody see a pattern in this? Alright, certain people just they don't get punished. Certain pedophiles can roam around and do whatever they want. Not for long. It's December the 22nd, 2016, and I'll holler at y'all.
Just should be extreme, killing.